This new range is what you need. So welcome back to SlurryKat. Today we're going to look at our brand new range of Farmline slurry tankers, another member in the SlurryKat tanker family. We're going to take a look at why we have brought this new tanker range to the market and what it means to you. So you may ask, why have we brought the Farmline tanker range into the SlurryKat tanker family? Well, it's very simple. We want to give a whole market offering, not just going for the high-end, high-intensity contractors who are doing excessive amounts of work with a very intensity in their operations. We also want to appeal to the customer, that farmer, that part-time guy that's working on the weekends, doesn't have as much slurry to spread, and previously the SlurryKat Premium Plus range would have been out of their reach. Now with this new range, it's completely affordable. It's completely accessible for everyone in the market. So if you're a part-time farmer working on the weekends, small amount of slurry, this new range is what you need. So looking at the new SlurryKat Farmline tanker range, 3 models are presented here today. We have, on my left here, we have the 1350 model, which is the baby of the family. And the starting size, we have a 1600 gallon here, and we have the 2000 gallon as well. So with the new Farmline range, one thing is really important to take note of. These tankers are made in the same factory, the same processes, by the same people, using the same materials, using the same high quality paint with the 7-year guarantee. There's no corners cut on them whatsoever. They're just designed simply just to be more within reach for that farmer who is not requiring a Premium Plus product or the Elite product for high intensity use. So looking at the construction of the tanker is manufactured from S355 steel as standard. What that means is you have more strength with less weight. As you know, myself and everything about SlurryKat and our brand is to reduce weight, reduce fuel consumption, less soil compaction on the field, make the tanker easier to pull on the road, and overall making a more efficient package. These Farmline tankers are exactly the same thought process as the premium range, and the Elite is to reduce weight, and efficiency is at the front of everything we do. As with all the other tankers, the Farmline's no different. We have a sprung drawbar as standard with 2 coil springs on the drawbar, and we've proven with our experience over the years of contracting that this is the most efficient and smoothest way to set up a tanker for smooth operations. So looking at some other standard features in all the Farmline tanker range, we have this sight tube level indicator standard, so you can see the level in your tanker at all the times during your spreading operation in the field. It also comes with a drain valve and also a high volume wash connection. So if you want to flush it out, you can simply put the hose on, flush it out after your operation, keep this nice and clean. Looking at the standard specification on the vacuum pumps, all fitted with a Badioni Pagani vacuum pump with oil lubrication. All these pumps are fitted as standard with crash protection system on the vanes, and what that means is if there ever was one of the vanes to break, the whole rotor in the pump drops down and avoids a crash inside. It means that there's no damage to the gearbox, no damage to the rotor, and there's no further damage to any part of the pump. So it's a really good way to protect. It's an option we choose on all our tankers and a standard on the Farmline range. Also, we have a manual changeover as standard on the Farmline range, but you can also spec that with a hydraulic changeover as an option as you wish. As standard on the SlurryKat Farmline tanker range, we have a fill point at each corner, no difference to the premium range, 1 on each side. This one's blanked off, but you can fit a brass gate valve and a quick release coupling on there as you wish. And the same on the rear, this one's already fitted, quick release coupling, gate valve. So we have all 4 corners covered on every tanker as standard. Looking at the running gear on the Farmline tanker range, every tanker is fitted with a 420 by 180 brakes on a 150 square beam axle. No compromise whatsoever on the running gear. Even the 1350 has exactly the same running gear. We keep it consistent right across the whole range. The tyres, obviously the 1350 will start on the 23.1 or 26 tyre, but looking at the 1600 and the 2000 here, also the 2250 and the 2.5, 865 R32 tyres. These ones are Alliance tyres, very well known, been on the market a long time, great performance, great on the road, but simple right across the whole range. So again, the Farmline tanker range shares exactly the same LED lighting package as the Premium Plus. No compromisation on that at all. Like for example, this small front marker, we have white light on the front and amber on the side, and on the rear of the stock we have a red, so safety from all angles. Moving down to the rear of the tanker, we have an LED beacon as standard, and we have the legendary pair of cat's eyes at high level for great visibility when following the tanker on those dark evenings, or if the tanker's sitting parked on the side of the roads. Safety is paramount. Looking at the spreading systems on these Farmline tankers, you can see even on the smallest baby model behind me, we have a 9-metre dribble bar mounted. The Farmline dribble bar, which has been highly successful in SlurryKat, 420 kilos. We've been making these now for almost 8 years. Fantastic, lightweight, easy to fit, easy to remove dribble bar. It has the SlurryKat macerator as standard. Doesn't matter the range, we only have the new macerator. We fit it all. And even there's various options we can put on the rear. Side filling on both sides, which can be fitted out on the back of the dribble bar. You can have your splash plate, which can be used if you want to spread dirty water without taking the dribble bar off. All three models carry everything exactly the same across the range. It's a simple and effective way to spread slurry. We can also fit our Farmline trailing shoe onto this as well, which comes in 7.5 and 9 metres, and it's a fantastic solution. Whatever you need, we have the solution for your spreading needs. So no change, no compromise whatsoever of what you would see on the premium tanker dribble bars. We have the well-proven now SlurryKat macerator, has the 12 rotating discs inside, full ventilation system. We have a stone trap here, which is easily opened to let your stones and debris away, but this means that you can spread without worrying about any blockages whatsoever. So as well as having the 4 fill points in each corner of the Farmline tanker, 2 at the front either side, 2 at the rear either side, we can also fit this filling system on the rear. So if you had to reverse down a passageway in a cattle house to get your suction hose on where you didn't have access on the side of the tanker to use those ports, you can simply connect on here in the rear. And this one's fitted with the splash plate, the gate valve, if we want to spread some dirty water. So it's a very simple way to use the tanker in all circumstances. So the Farmline range, the sizes, this is a 2,000 gallon behind. We go right up to a 2,500 gallon, but we also start 1,600, 1,350 as we see down at the end. And we have never made anything as small as a 1,350 before, because it typically wasn't in their sector when we started off manufacturing equipment for farm contractors like myself. But now this range completely is a step away from that, but it also brings all the benefits of all the knowledge of the last 30 years of contracting experience that I have. And now we offer from a 2.5 right down to a 1,350 and everything in between. And that makes a total solution for everyone and every possibility. So this new SlurryKat Farmline range, have you ever thought of investing in a SlurryKat tanker? Well, now you can do that today. These tankers are going to be in stock at all our dealerships. There's no long lead times, there's no big waits. If you have a grant you're thinking about in the future, we can give you a product to suit that, and we can give you the best product, the best finish, the best performance, because there's nothing equals a SlurryKat tanker. If the SlurryKat Farmline tanker range is of interest to you, I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, if you want to discuss anything further, or if you want to know more about this fantastic new tanker range, please contact our team today or contact the dealer network. You can check us out on slurrykat.com or any of our socials.